entire quest. 50 minutes AFK against stormed up Amatsu. Immortality. Oh, Risen Shagaru's ultimate new orbital frenzy laser explosion? Immortality. You guys are not ready for just how perfect the power of endless life has become. Welcome, one and all, to the magnum opus, the true greatest and latest in the line of venerated "you can't cut me" monster builds that still let you kill them in return in a, let's call it, reasonable amount of time. 20 minutes or so for new Risen Shagaru, and considering at no point through the entire hunt did I heal once or stop attacking once, making the arguably new most threatening monster in the game feel like a baby, is pretty darn good. So, let's get into this, what's happened, why, and how we now construct the greatest gift to Monster Hunter building. At least if you like this playstyle. I know it's not for everyone, but, you know, it's really, really fun. So, let's actually, before we get into the Immortal Build itself, talk about the elephant in the room. No, Gammoth, not you. You're still not in the 5th gen, and you're not going to be, okay? Good luck with Monster Hunter 6. Anyway, that is a brand new decoration by the name of Guardbash. What this will do on Lance is make it so if you block an attack normally and don't get your guard broken, you'll do a little, like, almost mini stun explosion around you that does okay-ish damage. It's very hard to pump it or buff it. Frostcraft doesn't work, and similar such skills. It will do a bit of KO too, and it's just kind of nice. A bit of return damage for blocking. Now, obviously, the instinct here is to go, okay, the only thing stopping you get guard 5, embolden 3, guard up 3, and sitting in a corner for the entire hunt just blocking while Guardbash kills the monster is you'll eventually run out of stamina, right? Well, no, because Amatsu's new Heaven Sent means that after the first 15 seconds of blocking, you'll just have infinite stamina, and because you will never be guard broken, you can just sit there, literally, the entire hunt, being completely immovable, unkillable, while returning damage every time you get hit. That sounds awesome on paper, right? And it's, you know, it's a laugh, but it's also kind of garbage. Okay, and the reason it's kind of garbage is because, well, look, this is the entire 50-minute Risen Shagaru hunt of blocking in a corner. I don't die, but I don't even do enough damage to make him go Risen mode. The endgame monsters at the moment have upwards of 100,000 health, like Fatalis multiplayer levels. You do on average about 100 damage a guard bash. That means you have to successfully block 1,000 attacks in melee range, and that's still being generous. So yeah, you're not killing anyone with this, but there is a way to use this to do something very special, but that's its whole of the build, whole of the video. Look forward to it. I know you might be saying, well, you could just, you know, play Lance normally in between blocking, and yeah, you could, but if you're going to be attacking in an Immortal set, you want to do it in the most effective way possible. You certainly don't want to just be playing normal Lance, but when you block, you do a bit of bonus damage. That's not really the essence of this. It's not really the spirit of this, and on a baseline, it's not even the most effective way to do this. So that's kind of Guardbash and what it does and doesn't do. So let's talk actual new immortality. First and foremost, while again you can do this with any weapon, the best weapon still remains the Royal Order for that 50 defense and the decent slottage. You want to put affinity on it, as the way we do this, you end up with some crit boost, so it gets the most bang for your buck there. Other than that, you're all set. Now, while you can use, again, any of the 14 weapons, this does work especially extra well now on Greatsword. It always did because of Adamant Slash and, of course, Rage Slash, giving you invulnerability, damage reduction, and the ability to do damage while being immortal and ignoring the monster's attacks. It's just a beautiful match made in heaven. But, of course, Title Update 5 boosted the damage of Adamant Slash and even buffed Rage Slash to make you even tankier during it. So that's something to make note, and it's very, very appreciated. So when it comes to new skills that help immortality, are we actually working with any? Well, yes, actually. Heaven Sent, as you might imagine, is very, very exciting. And the reason being is not the infinite sharpness or the infinite stamina, though the infinite sharpness will mean that you literally don't have to sharpen ever during the hunt, so that's definitely neat. True permanent attacking, which is really the true goal of Immortal here. And I think that does need stressing. A lot of people see an Immortal build and think, okay, yeah, very fun, you can go AFK and not die. And you can, and that's awesome. But the real goal here is to enable you to spend 100% of your time in the hunt attacking the monster. No breaks, no items, no nothing, just pure start to finish constant attacking. And there really is some sweet joy to be had in that. So Heaven Sent then at rank 1, though we will be having all 3 ranks so it activates quicker, means that the next time you get hit by a big attack that knocks you back, it does half damage, which is obviously a very tasty skill to layer on top of every other tasty skill for a true ultimate defensive build. So of course we want to be having Amatsu armor, as that's the only place to get it, and well, the base set looks like thus. Then the other major gain we've had here is Curious Melding. Dragonheart is a great immortal skill. Being on 80% health is fine, and you'll bounce around there all the time. So the damage up is of course appreciated, but sitting on 50 element resist essentially permanently is awesome. Seriously, in this build of everything firing, you're just kind of chilling in the hunt with over 1400 natural defense and 50 in every element resist. It's hilarious. Just nothing's gonna get you. Oh God, it's beautiful. So now we can use Curious Melding Cyclists to specifically target to Dragonheart, and that's exactly what you're going to do, and your aim is to just get a level 4, which is the max Dragonheart Talisman that comes with decent slottage and a supporting immortal skill. I've got 4 Dragonheart, 3 recovery up, and 3 1 slots. That is perfect, but I also found a 3 Dragonheart, 3 recovery up, and a 3-2-1, I believe, so that's also really good. You'll have this happen quite quickly. It really is effectively targetable. So that said then, we also want to use our Curious Crafting specifically to finish Dragonheart to level 5, and then to get all 3 ranks of Furious, because now, yes, finally, Furious can make its way into immortality once again. You know him well. Then the final piece, you just want as good as you can get. I've got a Spirit Bird's Call and a bit of defense up. I didn't really spend too long doing this. You can definitely get something even better than I did. So, now that we have the armor set, we have the Curious Craft, we have the weapon, we have the talisman, all of that good stuff, we decorate it up and we end up with, honestly, the most just gorgeous, incredible skill list I've ever seen, and it really is enough to make a grown man cry. Oh, 7 defense, 5 Dragonheart, 5 Defiance. We get the Focus, which helps with Adamant and Rage. We get the full Divine Blessing, recovery up, recovery speed, stun resist, which is required to not be stunned during Adamant and Rage. Kashala Blessing for the healing Wirebug Whisperer to spam Adamant, Blood Rite for that healing on broken parts, Furious, a bit of extra defense, Embolden, that Heaven Sent, and of course Intrepid Heart and Spirit Bird's Call. Yeah, the only single skill in the entire game that contributes in any way defensively that is not here is Heroics. But the thing is, you're just not going to get to heroic level enough for that to matter. This really is ultimate. I'm so happy that we have reached this point, and there is so many different fun defensive skills we can layer in this manner. So decorated up specifically, this is what you want to put where. Of course, you might need to adjust yourself depending on your talisman or your Curious Crafts, but that's the skill list that you're aiming to achieve, and once you have it, you well are away. It truly is the most just magnificent thing, and I am so both happy and proud of how Immortality has developed over Sunbreak. It really has resulted in something truly remarkable. Of course, you want to bring both Palicos in full healing mode setup like this, and if you really want to go that extra mile, bring a pair of Hunting Horn followers too to your hunt. It'll also just help. I don't do that because I don't know why I don't do that, really. I just kind of don't think about it. Honestly, I forget Hino and Minotaur exist most of the time.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not.
And then everything is in place, Exodia is assembled, and every single monster, all the way up to level 300 Special Investigation Risen Elder Dragons, will be pulling their best Kyber impression, as you endlessly, unkillably do battle against them until you bring them down. Of course, health on monsters is inflated massively, so you are still gonna have to do some killing, but hey, beating the healthiest, hardest monsters in the game without any healing or stopping attacking, even in under half an hour, is something really damn cool, and I'm so glad it's actually possible. Oh god, I just remembered as well, Rampage decoration. Do want to touch on that? Growth is the new best immortal fueling Rampage decoration. Every 5 minutes, this will give you a bit of defense and a bit of attack, capping at 20 minutes, giving you an extra 40 raw and 100 defense. At 20 minutes, this is better than the Wyvern exploit decorations, but obviously, you know, that needs you to be in the hunt for 20 minutes, but for us on Immortal, yeah, that is excellent. A massive boost to your damage, and a massive boost to your defense too. It's a really, really good addition, and I'm very, very happy it exists. Dango-wise, is a quick reminder, the optimum Immortal setup is your level 4 is the one that gives you more red health when you take damage, as your red health recovers the quickest, this has the most notable effect, then your Deflector, and then finally it is up to you, either booster for a bit more defense and attack at the start, or weakener just so there's less health to get through on these big healthy monsters. That is pretty much all I have to say, so enjoy being this glorious, heaven-sent, windy god of unkillable death. That's a sentence, isn't it? As you endlessly, unstoppably tear your way through everything Sunbreak has to offer. I am very, very chuffed. Like you've enjoyed this, subscribe and hit the bell for more. Consider supporting the future of the channel on Patreon down below. And until we meet again, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world our stage. Goodbye.